Doris, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, to think he can dish it out. But I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today. And frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Porzingis, Ntilikina out there with Payne. Then it's Chris Middleton. Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 28-point game against San Antonio.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Porzingis. Johnson dishes to Monroe. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And so it's New York with it. Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. They set the pick. Pass to Adebayo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Adebayo's got his first basket of the night.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Now, here is Monroe. He's got 7. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Monroe outside. Now the feed to Gordon. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. New York with the foul. And that one misses. And thinking back to great players and teams from the Knicks, Doris, you can look at teams in any decade and find memorable players.
Well, listen, if you're talking about the 1970s, it's Willis Reed. You're talking about the 80s and 90s. You're talking about Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, the great Pat Riley at the helm. And more recently, you're talking about the likes of Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks have had some ballers in their history.
Hardaway is out there with Maravich. Then there's Monroe. Then there's Gordon. And it's Gilmore in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here is Maravich, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Houston moving it around. Gordon kicks to Maravich. Now here is Hardaway. Tight defense on him. Rebounded by Lamb.
A blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that. Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
And the pass to Gilmore. He kicks to Hardaway. And here's Maravich for 3. And drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway's got 3 assists now in this one. Knicks trail by 20. Now here's Lamb. Screen by Porzingis. Good work defensively by Maravich.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
To the paint. Shot from 12. Shot's good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Outside, Porzingis. Passes to Lamb. Doesn't. Off the pick. It's in!
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Timeout called the 76ers. Guys, what do you think?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, and when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you were on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Celtics making a switch here. Randall's checked in. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time. And really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Valanciunas hits them both.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots.
And now they foul and stop the clock. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 3. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over, turned up. Good shot.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Dunn dishes the ball. Here's Ingram. And now an intentional... Evans kicks to Rubio. Now the dish to Carter Williams. It's Evans on the wing. Money!
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Mike Muscala is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Johnson comes in for Troy Williams. And O'Neal subbed in for Carter Williams. And Utah also making a switch. Beverly's checked in.
Well, you knew he was going to come through there. And the more that's riding on it, the better he seems to be.
Utah has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. They've got Ricky Rubio. O'Neal is out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's Tyreek Evans, and it's Muscala in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Evans after Dion Waiters' miss. Stolen by Waiters.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they've got to...
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Such a clutch move. Could be the deciding factor in how this one plays out.
And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Tyreek Evans.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're down by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
You'd think they want to do everything they can to get it to their hot hand.
And Rubio kicks to Evans. On the play, basket count, so it'll be a three-point play change.
And if there's a path to the hoop, you can bet Evans is going to try and find it. He stays in constant motion, looking to get to the basket and finish at the rim.
That one misses for Evans. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
Utah calls timeout. What do you think, guys?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot three, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
And here's Leonard from 3. And there's the triple. A big three-pointer, but we might have a review here. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. This certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And the final call's been made. The original ruling was correct, and the game is over. The basket will not count.
Well, they had to make sure he had gotten it off. And boy, he was just a fraction of a second late.